Hello everyone, welcome to Storytime with a Princess. Again, I'm more of a pirate than a princess, but I figured we could continue reading Finding Nemo. So here we are from where we left off. Marlin and Dory had just joined the sea turtles. The ride on the current was great fun for Marlin and Dory, but suddenly Crush called out, "Get ready, your exit's coming up, man." "Thank you, dude, Crush," Marlin shouted as he and Dory left the current. They soon found themselves in a murky water, looking for Sydney. "Let's ask someone for directions," suggested Dory, spotting what looked like a small fish. "There's somebody there. It's a fish we don't know. It could ingest us," Marlin said nervously. But Dory continued. "Woohoo, little fella," she called. But soon Marlin and Dory discovered that little fish was a giant whale. In one big mouthful, it swallowed them both. "You're in a whale," shouted Marlin. "We're in a whale." "Wow, a whale? You know I speak whale," Dory insisted, listening carefully to the whale's loud moans. "He said we should go back to the back of the throat." Marlin was irritated. "Of course he wants us to go back there. That's how he's going to eat us." "He says it's time to let go," Dory told Marlin. So Marlin let go. Suddenly, he and Dory soon found themselves being shot out of the whale's spout. They flew into the air, then splashed back into the sea. When the two of them had recovered, they realized they were in Sydney Harbor. "You were right, Dory. We made it. We're going to find my son," cheered Marlin. "All we have to do is find that boat that took him." But Sydney Harbor was full of boats. The two fish searched all through the night. The next morning, a hungry pelican scooped them up, and then he flew back towards land. "No, I didn't come this far to be breakfast," yelled Marlin. He braced himself in the pelican's throat so the bird couldn't swallow them. The pelican coughed, and the two fish landed on a pier. Just then, Nigel appeared. "I gotta find my son, Nemo," screamed Marlin. Nigel recognized Marlin as Nemo's father. "Hey, wait, hop inside my mouth," he told Marlin and Dory. "I can take you to your son." Back at the dentist's office, things were going badly for little Nemo. Niece Darla was due to arrive at any moment. The dentist had Nemo in a bag of water and was ready to give her Nemo. The dentist placed the bag with the panicked Nemo on a table. The tank gang instructed Nemo to push the side of the bag so it would roll onto the open window. But just as Nemo succeeded in getting the bag rolling, the dentist noticed. "Oh, that would be a nasty fall," the dentist said, catching the bag and setting it down on a tray. Suddenly, the door to the office slammed open, and Darla stomped in. But Nemo had an idea. He pretended to be dead, hoping that the dentist would flush him down the toilet. From there, Nemo planned to swim to the ocean. "Hello, Darla, honey," said the dentist to his niece. "Oh, no," he murmured. When he noticed the motionless Nemo, the dentist quickly hid the bag behind his back. Darla wouldn't see it. Moments later, the window burst open. In flew Nigel, carrying Dory and Marlin. "What the?" exclaimed the dentist when Nigel collided with him. The dentist dropped the bag, holding Nemo onto a tray. A sharp instrument tore a small hole in the bag. Then, from his view, in Nigel's beak, Marlin spotted Nemo and thought his son was dead. "Nemo!" he cried. Nemo heard his father's voice, but it was too late. The dentist had closed Nigel's beak and shoved him out of the window. In the confusion, Darla had picked up the bag and swung it back and forth. "Fishy, fishy!" Nemo poured out the hole in the bag and became stranded on a dental tool. The tank gang came to the rescue. With the help of his friends, Gil catapulted out of the tank, hit the dental tool with his tail, and launched Nemo through Darla's grabby hands into the spit sink. Nemo disappeared down the drain. "Don't worry," Gil yelled to him. "All drains lead to the ocean." Whoosh! Nemo swooped and swerved through the pipes. It was quite a ride. Back in Sydney Harbor, Marlin sadly said goodbye to Nigel and Dory. He swam past two crabs on a drainage pipe, and then he joined a school of grouper fish. Marlin started the long swim home. Nemo, meanwhile, ended his ride through the pipes of Sydney. He popped through a hole next to the very same two crabs. "Oi, got a live one here," said the crab. "Have you seen my dad?" Nemo asked. But he soon realized the crabs were only interested in catching and eating him. So off Nemo swam, in the opposite direction that his father had gone. Before long, Nemo found Dory swimming in circles and crying. "I don't know where I am. I think I lost somebody, but I need to remember." "I'm Nemo," said the little fish. "I'm looking for someone too." "Nemo? That's a nice name," Dory murmured, not paying much attention. The two fish searched together for a while. Suddenly, Dory remembered. Nemo! She grabbed the little guy's face tight in her fins. You're not dead, and your father... You know my father? Asked Nemo. But Dory was already moving this way. This way! Quick! Dory and Nemo swam over to the two crabs on the pipe and asked them whether they had seen Marlin. I'm not telling, and there's no way you're going to make me, one of the crabs replied. Dory was in no mood for his attitude, so she grabbed the crab and thrust him above the water for the hungry seagulls to see. The crab quickly gave Dory and Nemo the directions they needed. Nemo and Dory rushed to the fish and looked for Marlin. Dad! Dad! Yelled Nemo when he finally spotted Marlin in a crowded group of fish. Marlin rushed to Nemo. Father and son were together at last. Look out! Yelled Dory as an enormous fishing net suddenly swept past them. The net missed Nemo and Marlin, but Dory and the grouper fish were caught. Help! Screamed Dory. Dad, I know what to do! Nemo called, rushing to the rescue. No! No, no, come back! Marlin shouted. He didn't want to lose his son again. Dad, I can do this. I know you can. Marlin finally agreed as Nemo swam into the net with the other fish. Nemo urged the fish deep inside the net to swim to the bottom, while Marlin told those near the outside of the net to do the same. Together, Nemo and Marlin rallied the fish to swim together, causing the net to break loose. All the fish escaped, cheering. Marlin and Nemo were reunited. Nemo and Marlin brought Dory back to their reef. Nemo started school again. He was overjoyed to be with his friends and Mr. Ray, the school teacher. Just as Mr. Ray started to pull away, Nemo looked back at his dad. Then Nemo asked Mr. Ray to wait. Nemo raced back and gave his dad a big hug. I love you, Dad. I love you too, son, said Marlin, holding on tightly. Now, go on. Have an adventure.